On to the 100% zombies tier list. Starting off strong with Nocturne Totem. Nocturne Totem, for its time, the first ever zombies map. Good fun. Nowadays, when you go back to it, like after all these years, it's a bit boring. The zombies spawns at the beginning of the game are just fucking terrible, and it takes so long, and it's boring after a while, but it's still the start of zombies, so I'm going to put in average. Verruct gets a lot better. Has its problem like Verruct super sprinters, but they honestly make the map 10 times more chaotic. And it introduces perks, it innovates a lot, it's a lot bigger than Nocturne Totem. And for that, it gets a good spot. I love Verruct. Shino Numa innovates with a new wonder weapon, the Wonder Waff, but doesn't change the formula up a bit except random perks in the huts, which is fine, but also adds dog rounds if I remember correctly, so that also gets a good spot as innovative. Doris, great, as it innovates with the teleporters. I'm pretty sure Doris was the first map with teleporters. I ain't played World at War in ages, which is a crime. But it also introduced Pack-a-Punch, one of the core components of Call of Duty. Kino do Toten, the best zombies map of all time. I'm joking. Kino do Toten, if I take my nostalgia glasses off, it's an outlier in Black Ops 1, because Black Ops 1 is very innovative with each of its maps, like Ascension, 5. But Kino do Toten feels like a World at War map, just a much better version of Doris. But Doris has the innovative factor. But Kino do Toten is just there, and many people don't know. Mule Kick, the thing that was added to Kino do Toten, actually came out in Moon. So it didn't really innovate that much. So it goes into good. It's a good all-round map, very fun and enjoyable. Not very iterative, but it is the most iconic map. I can't put it above good. 5. 5, when I first started Black Ops 1, that's the when I started on, I didn't start out on Kino. I started out on 5, and I fucking love 5. 5 is a very hard map, but it's rewarding. Bonfire sale if you kill the Pentagon Thief without your weapons getting stolen. It's a very fun map, but it's sad that the Wonder Weapon it's not very good. It's dookie, it's trash, but the map as a whole is great, and I will always love 5 as that's the map I started on. Ascension. The first map with an Easter egg, and it's an amazing map. A bit annoying with the monkeys, but if it didn't have the monkeys, it would be too evil. But too easy. Easy, I mean. Thinking of evil monkeys, but if it didn't have the monkeys, it would be too easy. But the map introduces Easter eggs, which is greatest innovation of all time. But then again, the Easter egg is for players only, and not the best Easter egg of BO1. But it's still an amazing map, and I will always go back to Ascension. Call of the Dead. Honestly, or incredible. I don't think it has enough for the best, that tier. But it's still an incredible map, incredible layout. I love the progression. Like, you have to actually work through the map to get Jug. George Romero is an amazing addition. I love him, getting the Wonder Waff from him and a perk. I don't get why Call of the Dead gets a lot of hate, but I understand the Wonder Weapons. They're kind of terrible and they just not very good. But it's still an incredible map. and I will always love Call of the Dead. Ah, Shangri-La. Shangri-La. Where to put you? I think Shangri-La is Shangri-La is a very fun, challenging map. Much like 5 with its challenge. But I don't think I've played enough Shang to really appreciate it. It is definitely the most beautiful map on BO1, but I haven't played it enough to appreciate it more. As I was mainly interested in the other maps, like 5, Ascension, Kino, Call of the Dead. Moon. I do love Moon. But Moon, for me, Easter egg ending is amazing. The Easter egg itself is really good. But Moon, for me, feels... I want more from Moon. You know, like, I really want more, and the astronaut's so annoying. I do love the fact that his name changes, like, of your friend list. I really love that fact. But Moon needs more. At least it has a god tier wonder weapon on the map, being the wave gun. So it deserves the... It deserves great. It deserves great. Bottom of great, more than likely. Transit. After learning over the years how to play Transit, I appreciate a bit more how to manipulate Transit with the jet gun and Galva Knuckles. But the map is still bad. It's still bad. But I can't really hate it, because it has some redeeming qualities. It tries to be something, the best map of all time, but it fails. I really like Ted. That's my favorite thing about the map. I find him funny as fuck with everything he says, and it's just a bad map. I really wish... This is why I'm waiting for the Transit remake. That's going to be gold, and that will become my favorite map of all time, honestly, if I could play it. But I don't have a PC, I can't play it. Okay, Bus Depot. Average. It's a bare bones survival map. Pretty sure no perks, bare bones. It's not the best. Farm is bare bones survival map. No pack, just mystery box and perks. So it takes the average spot. Town. I would say one of the most iconic maps of all time. No, not great. Good. And it's an amazing map, because you got Pack-a-Punch, you got perks, really good clutch potentials. Like, I remember in the alleyway, clutching up and getting past all the zombies. That's really good fun. So for me, Town goes in good. Especially if you have Hellhounds on. Nuketown. Worst. I really want to love Nuketown. I find it very challenging type map. But the fact that I also love the story of Nuketown, like actually seeing the zombies' eye color and the events of Moon play out. But the fact that it's just random with perks, and that just kills the map for me. I really want to love Nuketown more, but I just can't. So it goes below Transit. Die Rise. Hold on. For Die Rise, give me a minute. There we go. Die Rise gets its own spot. Shit Rise. I hate Die Rise more than Transit. Die Rise, much like Transit, has potential to be a great map, but it lacks with its terrible buggy Easter egg. It's the war weapons on Die Rise are amazing, at least, but if it had PhD Flopper, which is why I'm so thankful for Mr. T-Lexify for adding it in and making it very useful. Like, if you jump off the ledge, you'll go back to spawn. Like, but if Die Rise had a a better Easter egg. They didn't patch the Cyclifier. They didn't tease us with fucking PhD, the thing that would have saved this map. Then it would get a good spot. But no. Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead, I find I like when zombie maps are challenging. That's why 5 is so above everything. So above, except Call of the Dead. I don't find that map very challenging, but I just love it. 5 no. Mob of the Dead, I would say. Oh no. Man 63 charged with murders of his wife and her son? Oh, that's terrible. I would say Mob of the Dead gets a incredible spot. Bordering on best. It's just I love Easter eggs. Like the story of Mob of the Dead is amazing. Gold. Like they struck diamonds with the story, and I'm pretty sure it's one of Jason Blundell's map on BO2, like Origins. But its Easter egg fails in comparison so much. But I do love it. Like casuals can just do the Easter egg without even fucking knowing what they're doing. But I really love Easter eggs. But Mob of the Dead's Easter egg ain't it. And I really wish it had a more intuitive Easter egg that's just not going to the Golden Gate Bridge 5 fucking separate times. And Mob of the Dead, like a lot of zombies maps, especially Mob, gets a very, very repetitive. Build the plane, go to the Golden Gate Bridge, find the 5 canisters of fuel it up, rinse and repeat. It gets very repetitive, but that's for the Easter egg. Like if they didn't add the fuel canisters, you'll just go bye-bye, and the Easter egg will be done very quickly. So I understand why it's repetitive. I just wish it wasn't as repetitive. Buried. The first best tier map for me. Like I said, I love challenge, and Buried is a very easy map. Like very easy. High rounds, not so easy, because it's wonder weapon, the main wonder weapon you get high rounds with. The paralyzer drops off at round 70, and it can cause crashes as well. And you have to rely on buildables. You have to get your timing right. You have to know the uses of each buildable. You have to really know the map. But Buried, I love Buried. Because it's so innovative. With the witches, I love how they're a challenge to this very easy map. But you go to them. You challenge them by invading their home, getting past them, getting to pack a punch. And the things you can do on this map to make your life easier are insane. And I'm not just talking about the bank. Leroy, with all of his uses, like building your buildables, locking down the box, changing the box, location, changing power-ups, grabbing power-ups if you make, Leroy run into them, killing zombies, holding crawlers. The Easter egg to Buried is also very fun. The sharpshooter step is probably one of the most known steps of any Easter egg, except Moon for blowing up the literal Earth. And that is why I love Buried. It's so innovative and so rememberable. And it's a lot more fun when you're playing with more than one person. Technically, you're always playing with 2 people because of Leroy and how useful he is, but still. And it's wonder weapons, Ray Gun Mark II and Paralyzer. God tier wonder weapons and very iconic, like the Thunder Gun. Origins. Best. Origins I love for story, Easter egg of, it's a nightmare on solo, but can you do it on solo? I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, it's a nightmare on solo, but it's, like Buried, one of the most innovative maps, because you can, the giant robots stalking the battlefield, the Panzer coming down from the sky. It's a very innovative map, like with the 4 wonder weapons, the 4 staffs. It's just an amazing map all round, and it really brings about a sense of change. Zombies is going to change forever after Origins. And that is what I love. Origins is the stepping point from BO2 to BO3. And it will always hold a spot in my heart. Outbreak. We're on to... I forgot Advanced Warfare was the next of the series. I thought it would be BO3 again. Outbreak, from what I remember, is an average map. Not a very fun map because of the system it's on with Advanced Warfare's shit zombie system, but it's an average at best map, bordering on bad. Infection. I think Carrier may have been better. I don't remember Carrier. I don't remember. I think I had fun on Carrier, but it's still a bad map because of the Advanced Warfare system. It's not very good. I think that's a bad map though. Shadows of Evil. Incredible. An incredible map Shadows of Evil is. Hated at launch, which I understand. It's a very hard map. That's why they added the giant. But Shadows of Evil now is an amazing map, and I will always go back to it because of how fun, innovative it is. Sadly, you can't do the full Easter egg on solo, but at least you can do the quote-unquote boss fight. It's not really a fucking boss fight. It's just shooting the guy a couple times. But, like, also from, like, a gameplay perspective, Shadows of Evil is nuts, especially if you look at Easter egg speedruns. Like, the mechanics you use for that map, like, the beast mode, it's so insane what you can do, and I get a little turned on when I see it, honestly, like, what these people can pull off, you know what I'm saying? The giant, it's just, Doris upscaled, I'd say. It does look amazing, but the snow, the grey snow gets boring after a bit. But it's still a very good map. It's just Doris. It's just Doris. It's just Doris. Also, I'm going to change that because my 5 is, I find, better than Doris. Der Eisendrache. Der Eisendrache takes Mob of the Dead with the Hellhound, the Cerberus dogs on the walls, turns them into dragon, takes origins, features from mobs like that, and mushes him into one map, and I love it. The Eisendrache will always be rememberable as it flips the ending of Moon on its head, and you fire nukes at the moon and destroy it, and it's an insanely fun map to play, get all the staves, fight the Keeper, do the Easter egg. It's an amazing map, and I will always love it because of how iconic, how fun it is, how innovative it is, and it will always deserve a spot in one of the best maps of all time. Zetsubo no Shima. At launch, this map would have been worse than Transit. Like, it would have gone into bad. It would have been worse. Because they had to rebuild zombies up from the ground because of Zetsubo. Oh, jeez. Oh, Zetsubo's killing me. I'm talking bad about it. But now, I would say Zetsubo is a good map. Top of good. I really like Zetsubo now. I love its ending. I can't change it. Shangri-La is refusing to go. There we go. I love its ending, seeing Takeo kill Takeo in a very traditional way. I forget in the proper terminology for the way he killed Takeo 1.0. And it's very fun, but it suffers from the same thing as Buried or Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead, where it gets repetitive. Getting the power on is like a chore in this map. Doing everything in the map feels like a chore, but it's a very rewarding chore you have to do. And I won't look past its, faults. Gorod Crovey. Great fucking map. I love Gorod. I wish the Raygun Mark III would have been a bit better. and a bit more unique because it's like mixing a bunch of. I think if it was a bit better, I would have loved the Ray Gun Mark 3. Would have made the map so much more enjoyable. Oh shit. There we go. But sadly, it's not super enjoyable in terms of its wonder weapon, but the Easter egg, the challenges, they're all great, and I will love it for that. Revelations. I think Revelations was hyped too much, and it failed on launch with that hype surrounding it. How buggy it was on launch. I remember watching people's streams, and they were struggling and saying, the ending was worth it, but like, the bugs kind of killed it, But it's a very easy, fun map, like Buried. Super easy because of how many wonder weapons you get, like the fucking Thunder Gun, Apothecon's Servant, Gobblegums, everything like that. And I'd say it's a casual's wet dream. And I do love the fan service they do in Revelations and show all the maps from the past. Not all the maps, sadly, but it's still great seeing parts of it. Oh, this is from that map. That's from that map. It's great, and it goes into great. I would say. Oh, I don't know. I'll put it there. I'll put you there. I'll put you there. I am back. My dog needed my attention. The next map is Chronicles Nocturne Turn. I don't know where to put the Chronicles maps, honestly. I guess I'll just put them in the spot where they are. Because they're just upscaled versions, adding a bit more to the map. They're just upscaled versions of the original. Which isn't bad at all, mind you. Isn't bad at all. It's not bad at all. And they're all good. And they fix a lot of stuff as well. Makes the map a lot more beautiful. Zombies in Spaceland. Oh, where do I put this? Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. Good. Infinite Warfare as a whole is bad. Zombies in Spaceland, great. I love Zombies in Spaceland. Wonder Weapons, shit, but that's a running theme on Infinite Warfare. But at least it's a very fun map to play. And I love the arcade system and everything about it. It's very fun. It's knowing what's coming, it's bad, I think that's a bad map. I'm not going to speak about these maps too long because they are just bad maps. They could have been better. I'm just going to skip past them, The Final Reich is a good zombies map. A good zombies map. I love the horror aspects, going through the facility, the wonder weapons, very cool. The 2 Easter eggs you can do. It's great. And it's the best map. And much like Spacelands, it's the best map of that game, which is a shame because it's the starter map. Gruston House. It's an average map. It's bare bones survival. What is my dog doing? What is the dog doing? Editing me. Put a photo of my dog on the screen. Oh, that map is fucking one of the worst. Just grey shit. I don't remember that if that map was good, but I think I hated it. I think I hated that as well. And that. God damn. Voyage of Despair. Voyage, I wish the Easter egg was saving the Titanic. I really do. Like, as a side objective or something like that, but nope. Voyage could be a lot better than it is, but it just wasn't, and it is a shame because I love the Titanic. I love learning about the Titanic and how it failed. But it really tough where to put this. I'm gonna put this in average. No bad. IX is a very fun, very good map. 9, chef's kiss. I love 9. At the start it was buggy, but now they've polished out a bit, and it's a fun, great map, great layout. Tiny layout, but still. Blood of the Dead. From a storytelling point, this map would have been the best map of all time. But it's let down because it reimagined too much of Mob of the Dead and made it worse than Mob of the Dead. And it's such a shame. And it was littered with bugs. The gameplay is a bit dookie. The wonder weapons, like, are just trash in BO4 in general. Because the fucking Helion Salvo exists. Beaten by a fucking rocket launcher. And I do wish I could love this map more. I just can't. It's not a bad map. It's bordering on bad. But I wish I could love it more because of the story. Classified should have been what Blood of the Dead was. Classified is an amazing reimagining of a classic map, making it more accessible with its difficulty. I do hate how the Easter egg ending, quote unquote Easter egg, was leaked, and people had to use, I think it was, I don't remember what one of the screen types it was, like, cartoon, I think, I don't remember, but it sucks because it was buggy at launch, but replaying it, it's a very fun reimagining of 5. Dead of the Night, the silent zombie map that just came out of nowhere with, I don't think, any trailers. But Dead of the Night is a fun map. The bosses are a bit spammy. I wish they just had the werewolf. The Nosferatu sucks so much. Or they could have had it like Buried, where the Nosferatu are in one area, and if you go to that area, they'll come at you. But they won't come out during the map, during what you're doing on the actual map. Like do that instead of fucking spamming them every fucking 5 minutes. Especially the upgraded Nosferatu, I think they are. Those things suck. But except from that, it's an average map. I do love the Wonder Weapon, Alistair's Folly. Very good Wonder Weapon. Ancient Evil is a great map, and I won't take anyone's shit from it. I love Ancient Evil's Wonder Weapons, the 4 gauntlets. Especially the Blood Gauntlet looks amazing. I love the map design. I just love Greek mythology in general, and it looks so fucking good. I love what you can do on the map. It's just a great map. The storytelling a bit better than the Chaos of other Chaos maps. I loved it. Alpha Omega. No baby. Fuck off. Tag the Totem. In Alpha Omega's ending, Samantha says, "We are going to fight the Great War." And this is not the Great War. We're not, like, for the final map of Aether, we don't play as Primus or Ultimus. What the fuck? We play as not we play as Victus. Like what? Like the map is good, a great reimagining of Call of the Dead, but fuck me. You you fumbled the ball, Treyarch, and you gave us this shit. Like, come on now, dog. It's not a bad map. It's just a disappointment. It's not a bad map. It's just a disappointment. What do we have next? Oh, D Machine. Okay, we're on to the Cold War stuff and Vanguard. D Machine, I actually think is a great map. I love D Machine. I love its wonder weapon, especially now you can upgrade it. We can upgrade it already, get the different elements, but pack a punch it. It's an amazing, great reimagining, and I do love it. It's easy, and I love difficulty, but I still love it because of how powerful you can get in D Machine and most of Cold War, which I do love. Just going on to Cold War, having a blast, and that satisfies my casual side of zombies for me. That satisfies me when I just want to have fun, like Buried. Firebase Z. In general, I love Firebase Z. I think it's a visually good map. Great wonder weapon. Gets a bit too much with the like Origins. You have to go and stop them from destroying something, but it gets a bit too much from that. But it's fine. But the worst sin of Firebase Z is that fucking mimic step of the Easter egg, and it brings Firebase Z for me down so much. And it gets an average spot because of that one step. I hate that step. Outbreak. Oh god, where to put Outbreak? The other Outbreak, the good one. I think I see what they were going for with the mode. With this a bit more open world zombies mode. And I do like playing Outbreak when it's not bugging the fuck out and me falling under the map, you know? I see what they were going with. I really wish there were more to Outbreak, but it's an average spot. It's not a good map. An average one. It's enjoyable for a while. I will come to it once every blue moon. Nothing more, nothing less. I really wish they did it. Oh, what is it called? I don't remember the BO3 custom map that is Outbreak. But you're playing as Victus. There's a better Easter egg, better fucking boss fight. And I don't remember the map. I remember Mr. T Dexify playing it. And it was a blast to watch. Mao de Toten. A good zombies map. I really love how fun Mao de Toten is. Like it's kind of a difficult zombies map. Kinda, it's a long setup, but other than that, it's a really good map, and I do like its Easter egg. I like fighting Valentina. It's a great, visually appealing, very fun zombies map. Forsaken, I will put in average. I think Forsaken, like the end, the boss fight is great. The wonder weapon's amazing. I love its dual modes between a pistol or an SMG, I'd say, and a axe. Like I really love that. But it's another campaign slash like not unique, and it sucks because it's the final map of Cold War. But I do still like it. It's a very fun Easter egg, very casual map, and I do like it for that. And I love the Lightning Magua type they added to the map. That's a fun boss. I remember loving fighting that and loving its design. Dong Fang. I don't want to add more tears, but I'm just not going to speak of these maps, honestly. Just not going to speak of these maps. Modern Warfare 3 Zombies isn't zombies, so I'm not going to list that. It's essentially DMZ. I see what they're going with. I like it. It's just repetitive and way too grindy for me to fully enjoy. So I'm not going to list it because it's not zombies, and it can fuck right off because I don't like those repetitive grinds on that level of Modern Warfare 3 Zombies. And I just hate Modern Warfare 3 remaster or remake in general. There we go. There we have it. I hope you guys enjoyed my tier list. I will see you guys in the next video whenever that comes out. Goodbye!